So guys, this is your training video, your sales training video. So we're gonna show you what you've got to do every day. Very, very important. So the first step is identify in any particular area the biggest players, the biggest companies. And this, once you've done that, then you've got to call them. You're going to call the company, and you've got to identify the person who is in charge either of training, so training on the devices, the procedures, or if you cannot identify that, then you have to find the person who's in charge of selecting the equipment within the company. Now, I'll describe these things right now, but then you'll see in action in this video. Very, very important. You'll see in action, so you understand how it's done and so on. Now, usually, it's going to take maybe sometimes even one call to identify the person who is in charge of training or choosing the new devices. Once you identify that person, and you've got to speak to that person. So this one thing, you'll see me in the phone calls. I call in and say, look, who's we're calling from Areton in the United Kingdom. We do free training on beauty and medical devices. We're looking for the person who's in charge of that, of the training for your company, or if you've got the name of the company, for such and such company, and so on. So and mostly they'll tell you, send us an email, say, and then you say okay. If not, say maybe they're going to give you the name, and that's great. When they give you the name, you say, well, does it have a WhatsApp number? And very likely, well, sometimes they're not going to, well, let's say 50 out of 100, they're not going to give you it. And that's okay. Then, if they're not going to give you it, it's fine. Just write down the name and then carry on and call the next company. And if they don't give you the WhatsApp number, by the way, ask for the email address. If they don't give you that, the personal email address, it's fine. Just say, okay, fair enough. They'll give you very likely another email address. Write it down, and off you go. Now, call the next one. And you call many, as many as possible. So when you do your sales job within the 2 hours allotted a day, you have to make sure that you do call constantly like a freaking robot. So you just copy and paste, go on your Skype, bang, make the call. Copy and paste, make the call. Continuously. That's very important. No thinking, nothing. I'm going to make loads of phone calls, and I'll show you how I do it. Then, do not worry about, so the first time, so you build up a list of people to call, and you just call them all as quickly as possible. Don't waste time thinking and all that. No. If you get the name, the WhatsApp, great. If not, carry on. Because then what's going to happen is that maybe 3 days after, 4 days after, a week after, depending on how you structure your work, then you're going to go over again the same list, and those ones you don't have the contacts for, then you're going to call again, and you're going to try again up until you get there. So that has happened a number of times that one person doesn't give me the name, and then I try from another side, from another number, and I get the name. Then what I do once I get the name and they don't want to give me the contact, I just go call again a few days later, a day later, whatever, or maybe a few minutes later, depends. And I say, well, can I speak to Mr. Smith? And they pass me on to Mr. Smith, and I get immediately his WhatsApp and his contact, his email. So I want his WhatsApp because what we need to do is start marketing to them. The main point here is, in the industry we're in of devices, there's no many players. There's not many big companies. So we've got to look for the big companies and we've got to investigate them. So that's the main point. So let's go to the practical side of it, and then we'll see. Okay, let's go to the practical side of the job. So here, I'm just going to do this job because it's very what do you call it? I've got to do it anyway because we've got I have to target Ireland. So what I'll do is cosmetic clinic Ireland. It's not giving me the okay. So look. Maybe I've got to use another search engine, as decided not to work. Poland, okay. Now, I'm gonna do, just gonna go see more places. And then I've got a number of, first of all, I'll just stop this. So then I've got places, just gonna open another tab. What I'm gonna do, just got this one. Just going to scout them all. I'm just going to open them all. And I'll tell you what I'm looking for first. Because first of all, I only want to use my time on the big guys. Only on the big guys. And then, once I've exhausted the big guys, then we can actually talk about the small guys. But then, first of all, we're going to make sure that the big guys know about us. Got to make sure of that. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to buy immediately. That's okay. But they're going to, the right guys. So the strategy here, we've got to make sure that the big guys know about our brand and what we do. That's the most important thing. It's not just everyone in the big guys, the decision makers in the big guys, in the big guys, in the big guys, the big companies. If we get one of them, we are pretty much there. So that, then I'm gonna go to the second page. I'm just gonna go first, second page and all that. And don't need to do a lot. That's it, I think. Then I've got here the Google thing. Just taking time to load. Just gonna stop it. Okay. And I've got here. I'm just gonna do the same. Open a website. I don't even need to look at it. Just keep opening. Open a number of tabs. And you'll see very shortly what I'm looking for. And I can also look at it from here. But anyway, I'm just gonna do it from here. So yes, I'm gonna stop here. I'm gonna stop here for now. So what I'm gonna do then, once it loads up, I'm gonna wait for it to load up. So let's have a look. The pages have loaded up now. So what I need to do, what I'm gonna do, I need to identify, I want to identify the biggest players, because first I have to call the biggest players, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and call, if I've got time, the smallest players. So first I've got to dedicate most of my time on the biggest players. Now, how do I identify the biggest players, the biggest companies? So this one, for example, just go in about our team, aftercare, press, frequently asked questions, very quickly. I think this guy is very small. So Just open that tab about, because normally if I've got many clinics, what I'm looking for is many clinics, at least 3 to 4 clinics. If they've got 3 to 4 clinics, okay, so look, oh yes, that's it. That is okay, because we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 clinics, so that's okay. Because if I've got 4 clinics, they're going to have business, and therefore they are okay with us. I mean, we can start marketing to them. So, and now that I've got the name, I've got their number, I'm just going to call them. I'm going to put their website on this, on a sheet, and I'm going to show you how to do it. But anyway, it's going to one by one. Okay, so this River Medical is okay by us because it's got 4 clinics, and that's okay. So I'm just going to close this because I'm okay with it. So if it's got only 1 clinic, it's not bad. But what you do, or training academy. Okay, let's have a look. Don't think because I've got an academy is a big get. So you're looking for many clinics. See how many. Location, Dublin, contact us. A blog, contact us. The clinic. It seemed as if they only got 1 place. So this goes to the back. Well, this goes to the back, okay. So then I've got Miss Universe, download brochure, cosmetic clinic, invest in yourself, read more, 1. So that seems it's got only 1. Site map, terms and condition. Yeah, only 1. So we're gonna put it at the back of the list. There. So we've got here. Lasers for medical fillers. Seems as if it's got only 1. The website is not great. Doesn't matter. Castle Lock. Okay. That's only 1 clinic. Gonna go there. Yes, this one has got at least 3 sites. Okay, I've got 3 numbers. So I'm gonna double check. So this is okay. Testimonials and all that, yeah. So basically I'm just gonna go and call them. Yeah, there's got 3 sites. Yeah, that's okay. So look at this. I think by the look of it, it's only got 1. Because it's advertising 1 guy. So see that's true, because normally they put it that if they want you to, yeah, there's only got 1. I think, yeah, I think there's only got 1. So I'm gonna put it at the back here. 1, 2, 2. Laser, okay. Then, so look, shop, product, get in touch, reviews, CISO, okay, transparent, only 1, hang on, and street, yes, this is it. Look, I've got Belfast, I've got everywhere, so this is good. We're gonna call them first. Recent information on breast implants. So look. Our surgeons. So look, this is. I think this has only got 1 our surgeons here in 1 place. So there's not a big business. This is not big business. So look at this. Most influential consultant, leading private hospital based in County Londonderry. Yes, this is it. Yeah, because this is a hospital, so cosmetic hospital. So yeah, could be big enough. It's not as if you've got a hard and fast rule. I mean, I think this is big, so I'm just going to go for it. I'm just going to go and call them. It's as if they're small, I'm not going to call them. I'm just going to call them later. Because first of all, we've got to focus on the big guys. So look, yeah, this one already got. So look at this, price guides, video testimonials. Men contact us. Have a look. Just before I go and then they contact us, see that down there I've got a number of clinics. The directions about us is only one. Yeah. So what we're gonna do is put it here at the very back. Then laser and skin clinic. Yeah, that's one we got already. This one, what I'm going to do is just going to reload it. So that's not load up well. About us, before and after consultation. About us. Let's see what we've got down here. Contacts. It looks like only one site. Prices. About us. News associates hospitals. Our clinics. So it seems as if maybe there's something quite large. Maybe. Let's look at it. So look. Our clinics. Only one. So what we're going to do is just going to delete this and then we're going to put it at the back of our mind. That's the same as before. Emergency services, how to find us, events, careers, healthcare, professional about, plethora clinics. That's one as well. Need a team, insurance, finance. Yeah, this seems as if it's only one. So we're going to put it at the back. Aurelia. Contact about. Events, approach, facilities. Facilities. I want to know how big these guys are. Consultants. Have a look. So it's not as if my internet is slow. It is just a computer. So this one maybe not. The Irish Times, have a look. The Irish Times doesn't have anything to do with that, so it's not. Beacon, laser treatments, Botox, facial, injectables, testimonials. Only one place. They're all in one place. So Aurelia, so look at this, weight loss, contact, Aurelia, so look, facilities, so only one place, I'm going to put it at the back of our mind. Contact us, testimonials, aftercare, non-surgical procedures, takes a long time to. Private hospital. That's if it's a hospital, I'm maybe gonna call it immediately. Look at this. That is okay. We just got two numbers: Northern Ireland and Republic of Ireland, so that is okay. We'll see. And here it says it. Hospitals, leading private hospital based in 3 places. So we've got three places, so that is okay. Australia. This is the Independent. Okay, close it. Belfast Clinic. Just trying to establish how big it is. Obaji, so many guys, so they must be selling shit. Excuse my language. Yeah, I'll give them a call. Give them a call. Yeah, I'll give them a call. They must be selling this stuff. News. That's it. Skindale. Yes, but pretty much what I've got here. This one, that one I'm going to call. This one. Is that it? Yes, I'm going to call this one. And I'm going to call this one. Yeah, I'm going to call this one too. I'm going to go with this one too. Maybe. We still do all therapy. Get it down the drain. Yeah, I'm just going to give this a call too. Belfast Clinic. Yeah. But we're going to see me calling. Okay? So now I'm just going to call from the biggest to the smallest. And I'm going to do it really in fast succession. Now we're going to start the binge calling, as I say, the binge calling. So the trick is call like a freaking maniac over a short period of time. I'm going to give myself, I don't know, say 1 hour or 1.5 hours, whatever. And I'm just going to call and I'm not going to stop. Just binge calling, and it's going to be that way. So I'm going to start it, and I'm going to put my contacts in a document. So then I'll tell you what I do with it. So follow the calling spree. Okay, now I've got my WhatsApp, so that's gone. Got this. Okay, so I've got the way to call. Yeah, no, it's not that. It's not the right one. So that's why it's gotta be. It's very, very important that you start calling. So, nah. So literally copy, paste.
Thank you for calling River Medical. Please hold, and one of our patient liaison officers will be with you shortly. Good morning, River Medical. Field speaking. How can I help?
Good morning. I'm calling from Areton Limited. We provide free training for medical devices and lasers and so on. Who would be the right? It's all. I mean, part of it is online and part of it is on site. So what we'd like to do is to see who's in charge of training.
Okay. Do you normally provide us with training?
We always provide training, always, but not your clinic, no.
Sorry. Not in our clinic. Okay. It would be Ashling Cleary. I could give you an email address. Would that be okay? So she's not available at the moment.
Yes. So is Ashley
Ashling Cleary.
Cleary?
Yes.
Okay. What's her email address?
So it's info@rivermedical.ie.
Does she have a WhatsApp number?
Sorry?
Does she have a WhatsApp number?
No.
No. Okay. No. Thank you very much then. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
So there you have it. First call. That's what I've got. I've got the name. That's okay, buddy. So I'll do just get this there. That's good enough for me. Northern Ireland. And that's it. So I can send an email. So this is the first point is I've got the name. So we're going to do the first mail shot or whatever. And then I'm going to call again and ask for her up until I find her. So that's the thing. It's just finding the names. Okay. Now what we're going to do, just go quick. Dublin. It was a bit slow.
Medical. Please hold, and one of our patient liaison officers will be with you shortly. Good morning, River Medical. Meralda speaking. How can I help you today?
Good morning. We call from Areton Limited in the UK, and we provide free training on lasers, plasma, and other medical devices and aesthetic devices. What we'd like to do is...
Okay, did you just ring a moment ago?
Oh, yes. Yes, is it the same line?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Yes, okay. So even if it's not a UK number, it's the same line?
It is, yeah, it is. Bookings for Belfast Clinic, the double clinic, so that's why you've gotten back through
Okay.
this number.
And then there's another 2 clinics as well. For the other 2 clinics. Because there's one in Cork and one in Clen. Hello? That's okay.
Thank you for calling River Medical. And one of our patient liaison officers will be with you shortly. And one of our patient liaison officers will be with you shortly. Good morning, River Medical. Owen speaking. How can I help?
Hi, I'm calling from Areton Limited. We provide free training. Hello, can you hear me? Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Hello?
I can't hear you. Hello? I can't hear you. Thank you for calling River Medical. Please hold, and one of our patient liaison officers will be with you shortly. Thank you for calling River Medical. Please hold, and one of our patient liaison officers will be with you shortly. Good morning, River Medical. Fiona speaking. How can I help?
Yes, I think we spoke a minute ago.
Good morning, River Medical. Fiona. Okay.
Yes, Areton.
Hello?
Yes, it's about the free training.
Okay. Oh, yes, we're trying. Yes.
Yes, yes. So basically, these four numbers is just is the same. Is the same. What do you call it? Is the same line for the four numbers.
So it's for two numbers. So we have we take calls for Belfast Clinic. So it's Belfast and Dublin. We're based in Dublin. And then for Belfast, we get Belfast calls too. So it's the same clinic.
Yes, and the core clinic is a different one then.
We haven't got a core clinic, I'm afraid. So it's just Dublin and Belfast.
Okay, because here on the website it says that you've got core clinic and a clean clinic.
On our website?
Yes, indeed.
On our website? Whereabouts is that? On the contact?
It's River Medical.
We used to have a core clinic. Whereabouts is that?
Yes.
We no longer have a core clinic.
Okay, no longer have the core clinic. Only two then.
We no longer have a core clinic. Okay, yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thanks, William. Bye-bye. Okay, yeah.
So what we've done here, we've established that it's not as big as we thought. So we couldn't have told if we didn't call them. So let's go ahead. The other one, next selection, one, copy, freaking thingy, go there.
Good morning, Mr. Lee. Clinic, Sarah speaking. How can I help?
Good morning. I'm calling from Areton in the United Kingdom. We provide free training on lasers, aesthetic and medical devices. Who would be in charge of training in your clinic?
Okay. Well, the owner of the clinic has her own training academy, so she doesn't use any outsourced training, I'm afraid. She has her own academy. It's called Cosmed. So if you wanted to get on their website and have a little look and see, but from what I know, she does all her own training.
Yes, even if it's free and there's free knowledge available, she wouldn't.
Yeah, so that, as I said, the name of the academy is called Cosmed, so COS. Look there, you can get in touch with her details there.
Cosmed.
Alright.
Okay, thank you.
Cosmed, yeah.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you. Bye-bye.
her details there. Alright.
Cosmed.
Cosmed, yeah. Okay, thank you.
No, it's not that. Okay. So what we're going to do, just going to go back. Who did I call? Just call another clinic here. See what they say.
Good morning, the Laser and Skin Clinic. Sarah speaking.
Hi, good morning. We provide free training on lasers, YAG lasers, CO2 lasers, diode lasers. Everything is free, and what we'd like to do is just see who would be interested in this free training that we have.
No, we have our own trainers that come in here from the companies we deal with at the moment. So at the moment, we're all okay.
Okay. What's the company?
No, we have our own trainers that come in here from the companies we deal with at the moment. So
oh, Signshore. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank
Cheers.
you.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye bye. Bye bye. So, Signshore, we call it.
Cheers. Bye. Bye. Bye.
Signshore is a big company. Now, you get two stories here. Okay, you get two stories. One is saying that they've got this cosmetic couldn't find it, and then is Signshore. I do believe more is Signshore. Signshore is a very big company. It's very expensive, ain't cheap. So I know that they've got money. Their business is going well. So it's a good idea to call again. So don't have to call it again right now, but I'm going to call again later on. I'll show you how I actually do it. So I've got here. I'm just going to go here, right? First of all, my point is to make as many calls as possible. But at the moment, I'm actually for this thing. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to stick this thing. So I'm going to put a note here. Done by Signshore, which is what I don't know how to spell it, but so basically that means call again, try again later. So the point is, why do I try again later and not now and all that? Because I've got this piece of information, then the next call, I know that I've got this piece of information and I can adapt myself to this piece of information. And then here, what I'm going to do, just I don't understand it well, but the point is, so like get in touch. So is it Ireland skin? So what I'm going to do, just get that. So say that their own training company owned by the same owner, and the company is called Cosmed. Okay, so I've got that. And then what I'm going to do, just very quickly, go back there. So because it's a different number.
Speaking.
Hi, I'm calling from Areton Limited. We provide free training on lasers, CO2 lasers, YAG lasers, diode lasers, and so on. Who would be in charge of training within your company?
Okay, so it's Anna Gunny. She's actually the owner of the business.
So, what's her name again?
Anna Gunny.
Annette.
Okay, so
Gunny.
Anna Gunny. She's actually the owner of the business. Yes.
Yes, and does she have an email address?
Anna. Well, what I'll do is I'll give you the Dublin one. So it's Dublin at fin.ie.
Okay. And how do you spell Goni? Is it Goni?
Gunning.
Gunning. Gunning. Okay. Okay. Thank you very much then. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yes.
Now, I've got the name of the owner. Now, I've got the name of the owner. Now, what do I have to do? Is basically send an email addressed to this owner, and then in a week's time, I'm just going to go back to it and I ask for Gunning for as this name, Annette Gunning. So that's what I have to do. Very, very simple, and I just keep going. And meanwhile, just to show you what we've got here, I've got many other things of the sort. So already done. Basically, the point is, I'm just understanding who the players are, where the money's flowing, and who the decision makers are, and meet their numbers if I can, their WhatsApp number, whatever, and then start heating them up. So at least I've got I don't know, at some point I've got 1,000 people within the industry knowing our name, and sooner or later something good is going to happen. So, but they've got to really know our name. So, and they're not as if they've got a name once and that's okay, or twice is okay. They've got to have our name repeated at least 10 times before they're warm. So this is why I'm collecting all these freaking contacts and I'm looking for them, I'm scouting them. So bang, they've got something. Bang, they've got something every now and then. And what we can do is just send emails, send letters, and so on. So they've got their constant. Our name is going to be in their mind. It is very important to get to the big clinics so that we're going to hit big when the time comes. And as you've seen here, one company, we've got different types of different answers. One is Cynosure, one is Cosmed, one is the owner's got Cosmed and whatever. So it's very confusing. So, but we've got the name of the owner. That's the winner. So we're going to send, as a result of this, an email addressed to the owner, and we can also send a letter to the owner. We've got the name, so we're going to send a letter to the owner. Very simple. So, going to get that done. So this is the information I got from the clinic below. Okay. Yes, it's carry on. Alright. Next one. Belfast. See how many? Dublin. Oh, there's a, look. There's a WhatsApp number. I'm going to check whether it's working, but what I'll do, I'll just give it a call immediately. So the first instinct is just call. Do the first thing first, call.
Hello, CCS Service Clinic, Lauren speaking.
Hi, a very good morning. We're calling from Areton Limited. We provide free training on lasers, CO2 lasers, YAG lasers, alexandrite and all that. It's all free. Who would be in charge of training within your clinic chains?
Our manager's actually off today, so if you could call back tomorrow, she usually will speak to you. Is that okay?
Oh, of course, of course. What was her name?
Danielle.
It's Danielle. And what's the surname?
Sedgwick.
How do you spell that?
Sedgwick.
F-E-D G
WICK.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye.
So valuable information. You take it as a pinch of salt, okay? We're gonna still call. Okay, so what I'm gonna do first is just check this number, see whether it's a WhatsApp number. Okay? It's good to have it as a WhatsApp number. So what I'm gonna do is, first of all, I'm just gonna. Now I checked the number is not a WhatsApp number, it doesn't matter. What we're gonna do is just gonna send the text messages instead. So manual text messages. So I'll look at the other numbers. So I've got so many. I'll have to still write down. So there is the in Belfast. Where put it? So it's not as if it is true that she's the decision maker. Not true. Maybe not true. We don't know. But we have to. So CISO clinic. Okay. So that's one. Gonna make it easier for me later on. CISO clinic. There's no phone number. Oh my god. Got freaking... Look at this. Got artificial intelligence here. It's not artificial intelligence, but it's a bot. So look. Now look at this. I've just done a search of CISO clinic. So many is incredible. So this is certainly something that we have to so look what we've got. So it's a big thing. Oh my god. So this is why what I'm saying is just don't rely on one way of getting in touch with them. There's many ways. And this requires a bit of what do you call it, investigative work. So what I'm going to do, just immediately going to call this, sending phone number, bookings, Facebook, office address. They haven't got a phone number. Haven't got a phone number. So that. Branches in England and Wales. I haven't got a phone number. They haven't got a phone number. And CISO is also my contact. It's no, they don't have a phone number. Is that possible? CISO psychology. It's not a phone number. Get in touch. Definitely this is so I can't find a phone number, so really nothing. See that I can find a way to get another phone number. Hello? Oh, Scott. Yes. Yes, SCO through SC. What was my declared income? So basically, I've done a bit of scouting. I couldn't find a way to another phone number for it. So what I'll do is very simple. I'll just go make this note here. Very large. Very large, and to investigate. So keep investigating on it. So, but I have to take an action. So I've got this number. See if I can find another email address somewhere onto their website. So anything of the sort. Oh yes, there's the email address here. So I'm going to add this, of course, onto the main list. So this is going to be onto our mailing list as well. Or we're just going to send one email. We'll see what we're going to do with it. So, but basically the next action is send a text message addressed to this Danielle whatever, and I'm just going to get it there. And add this to their mailing list and carry on. And then I'm going to go again and do some more digging in. I'm going to call that number again, and I'm just trying to, I'm going to do it. Basically, I'm going to go through this a number of times up until I get enough information and the right people start to know us. That's the most important thing. Just keep plugging at it. But there's more fish, there's more dogs here to be looked at. So I'm going to close this, close that, close this, close that, close this. And then this is the one. So it's going to make immediately, I'm not going to think twice. That's it. I'm going to immediately do this and then go, I don't think twice. It's the number of calls is the determining factor of success. So
Thank you for contacting the Northwest Independent Hospital. Please listen carefully to the following options. Press 1 for outpatient appointments, 2 for surgical ward, 3 for surgical bookings, 4 for cosmetic inquiries, 5 for accounts, 6 for MRI reception, 7 for physiotherapy clinic, 8 for X-ray. Please press 0 for any other inquiries. you?
Hi, I'm calling from Areton Limited. We provide free training on aesthetic devices like lasers, CO2 lasers,
No,
YAG lasers.
sorry.
No.
Wouldn't be interested in that.
So
Sorry.
you don't have any
No,
aesthetic
sorry.
clinics now? Okay, thank you.
Okay, thanks, bye.
So what we're gonna do, just do it again because I don't believe it. I just don't buy it. So I'm gonna do it again and I'm gonna go option 0. I just don't buy it. That's the thing.
Thank you for contacting the Northwest Independent Hospital. Please listen carefully to the following options. Press 1 for outpatient appointments, 2 for surgical ward,
0. General reception.
Hello, Northwest Independent Hospital. Can I direct your call?
Yes, we provide free training on aesthetic devices like laser, CO2 lasers for aesthetic purposes and medical purposes. Who would be the right person to speak to? The app got crashed. Do it again. Don't think, call.
Thank you for contacting the Northwest Independent Hospital. Please listen carefully to the following options. Press 1 for outpatient appointments, 2 for surgical ward,
0.
3 for surgical bookings. Hello, Northwest Independent Hospital. How can I direct your call?
Yes, we provide free training on medical devices. Who would be the right person to speak to?
Just hold the line there and I'll pop you through here.
Thank you.
That's what I...
Good afternoon, Surgical Ward. W. Ward speaking.
Yes, my name is Andreas. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yes,
I can.
we provide free training on medical devices. Who would be the right person to speak to?
Well, we actually have all our in-house training. We provide our own in-house training and all our equipment, etc.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you.
All right.
Thank
Okay,
you.
no problem.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right, bye.
So to this, I still don't buy it. Just do not buy it. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna, because this is a big hospital, so I just don't buy it. I'll carry on. What I'm gonna do, just go there. It's the island. Irish number. I'm gonna go there.
Thank you for contacting the Northwest Independent Hospital, please listen carefully to the following options. Press 1 for outpatient appointments, 2 for surgical ward, 3 for surgery, 4 for cosmetic inquiries.
I think it's the
5
same.
for appointments.
It's the same number. Same number. So what I'll do is I'll make a note to call again. Okay, make a note to call again and try again, because this is a big place. So they've got business certainly. So, and then very important, I don't have to do everything in one go. I don't have to find the gold. I just need to plug along. Just hit them. Just get started. The first, just gonna carry on in a second, and then just let me carry on first. And so I'm gonna put the contact in place here. Cosmetic surgery, so freaking yeah.
For calling Belfast Skin Clinic, Ireland's first centre of excellence in dermatology and associated specialties. For reception and appointments, please select 1. For procedure booking, please select 2. For accounts, please select 3. For medical secretaries, please select 4. To repeat this menu, please select star.
Morning, Belfast Skin Clinic, Shane speaking.
Good morning. I'm calling from Areton Limited. We provide free training on medical anesthetic devices. Who would be the right person to speak to about training?
I'm not quite sure. I'd say probably the best thing to do is send an email through with all the information, and we can pass it on to the appropriate person. Have you got her email address?
Not really.
Yeah, so if you send an an email to your info address at
Yes.
info@belfastskinclinic.com.
Okay. Okay. And who would the person be?
I'm not entirely sure. You see if you can forward the details
Yeah.
of
Yes.
whatever's on the email, and we'll pass it on to the most appropriate person.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. No
Thank
worries.
you. Bye bye.
All right, no worries. Thanks, bye.
So I still don't buy it. So what I'm gonna do. Freaking hell. What I'm gonna do again. Oh. Gonna select another option. Very simple.
For calling Belfast Skin Clinic, Ireland's first centre of excellence in dermatology and associated specialties. For reception and appointments, please select 1. For procedure bookings, please select 2. For accounts, please select 3. For medical secretaries, please select 4. To repeat this menu,
4.
please select.
Hi, I'm calling from Areton Limited. We provide free training on medical and aesthetic devices. Who would the right person be for training?
You need to probably speak to the clinic manager, Karen.
Oh, clinic. Okay, Karen. Yes.
Hold on, Karen, she's the clinic manager here. I'll see if she's at her desk at the minute. Hold on a wee second. Hold on a wee second for me, please. Hello?
Hello?
She's not actually at her desk at the minute. Can I take your name and number and ask her to call you back?
Yes, indeed. Does she have an email address? So we can.
Yeah, it would be Karen, Karen,
Mm-hmm.
at belfastskinclinic, all lowercase.com.
Okay. What's her surname?
That's Karen Moffat, but you don't need it for the email.
Karen Moffat.
F-E-T.
M-U-F-F-E-T.
Yeah.
F-F-E-T. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay,
Bye bye bye.
All right. Thanks. Okay. Bye.
So there you have it. I've got. This is not 100%, but this is something. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is just send an email to this Karen, just in 1-to-1. So it's not a mass email, but still, I'd still put it on the main list. So you from your own email, you're gonna send an email to Karen, and we're gonna add Karen onto the mailing list. Okay, very, very important that. So that's the point. So don't need to. The point is within the. So the point is between the first, what do you call it? Between the first calls is just the first. We cannot get, well, you can, in some cases, if you really try hard on one, You can get all the contacts within a go. But our point is to build a big list of potential clients and then keep hitting the right people. So finding the right people, maybe the right person you cannot find the first time around. So say, for example, in this case, what I would do is just send an email directly to Karen. She may or may not look at it. And then whenever, maybe in a week's time, I'm just going to do a recalling again of all this freaking list. And I say, oh, hello, Karen. Maybe I find two. And then maybe I'm actually going to speak to her. If I speak to her, then she may remember. If she doesn't, then your reminder or anything, maybe she's going to tell you to go to hell or whatever. It is okay. And at that point, if she's not the right person, very likely she's going to give you the contact of the right person. So it's a constant up until you really go to the right person. So you've got to go through a number of steps to go to the right person. So the strategy is you carry on and on and on and on. You build a list on a spreadsheet, whatever you want to build it on. I build it on this Word document. I just send the first shot, the first action on that day. I just do it. And then I leave it be. And then I just go again a week later, 15 days later, 3 days later, depending on what I do. But I want to make sure that in a month, freaking the list is so big, I can't really add more. And I I need to go over the same list over and over again up until I skim the best ones are going to start responding to the thing. Because obviously you've seen I'm adding more and more people in there. So the more I heat them up, then the more leads we're gonna get, and the more we're gonna get. So the point is, at the moment, I'm in the building of this list. Look at this. First of all, what I'm gonna do, just got the belfastclinic.com. That's the belfastclinic.com. And Karen is the national manager, but that doesn't mean that is the decision maker in anything. Maybe it's someone else. So, but it's good that we've got the number. And as you've seen, we've got one person saying, well, you've got to send an email, which is of use to nothing. And then I just done another option, bang, and I got at least one name, which I can actually use later on. Okay, that's very, very important. I can use later on. But we do not invest in sending a letter up until we know that is the decision maker. When we know for sure the decision maker, then we're going to send a letter. Say, for example, going back to, what was it? This one. We know the owner name, so it would be worthwhile for us to send us a letter to one of these addresses. Okay? So at the moment, we're not going to send any letter because we don't know whether she's the right person. So that's very, very important. So we're going to go back to where I should go here. Get a phone number. I've got the phone number here. Anyway, I'll get it later on, okay? But I've got the name, so I'll get it later on. So, River Medical, what is it? Contact us. I think it's only one, so I don't think Belfast Dublin. Yeah, I've got two, so maybe. I don't think it's a big one, so, but anyway, what are we going to do? Let's do it. Let's do this. If in doubt, always call. If in doubt, always call. So during your calling spree, if in doubt, you're always calling. Okay? In doubt, you call.
Thank you for calling River Medical. Please hold and one of our patient liaison officers will be with you shortly.
Good morning, River Medical. Owen speaking. How can I help?
Good morning. I'm calling from Areton Limited. We provide free training on CO2 lasers, YAG lasers, and medical devices and aesthetic devices. Who would be the right person to speak to about this free training?
I'm not 100% certain. I would need to check that. I don't have anyone who would be free to take a call who I think would be suitable to speak to you about that, because we're actually quite busy clinic here today. So I think the best thing to do would probably be to email any information over, and I can forward that on to the relevant people.
Okay. What's the email address?
If you want to do that, it's info@rivermedical.ie.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you.
Great.
Thank you.
very much.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you very much.
So, again, now let's try the other number. Let's try the other number. Maybe it's the same person, I don't know. The same person.
Thank you for calling River Medical. Please hold and one of our patient liaison officers will be with you shortly.
Hello, River Medical. Merle speaking. How can I help you today?
Hi, my name is Andreas. I'm calling from a company called Areton Limited. We provide free training on YAG lasers, CO2 lasers, medical devices in general. Who would the right person to speak to be?
If you can send us in an email into info@rivermedical.ie, we'll forward it on to the right person.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you.
No problem.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Bye-bye.
All right. No problem. Bye-bye.
So, I exhausted these two phone calls. There's no other numbers. So what I'll do with this, obviously I'm not going to give up. This business there. So I'm going to put that. I'm going to show you. So basically this number is going to go to our mailing list. This number is going to our mailing list 100%. What I'll do, just not going to give up, of course. Just going to take this. See if there's anything else. Hydrofacial peel, facial peel. They've got everything. This got freaking. Alright. I'm gonna put notes. Try. So try another method. Maybe I'm gonna call back and say, and that's it. So ask information about treatments, the treatments that they provide, and then listen, and then they're going to put you through the right person. So pretend to be a customer. I'm maybe going to do that. So because the direct approach is not working, so I'm going to try something else. So carry on. Obviously, they've got an email address. That's very important. I'm going to send an email. and forward it to the right person. Alright, so we're going to send an email, maybe a number of emails, and they're going to forward it to the right person, okay? So, yeah. So we're going to send emails because we've got the consent of sending emails. There you have it. Then contact. I do not know. Look, if I, yeah, anyway, forget it. In doubt, always call. If you're in doubt, always call. If you're in doubt, always call. So 0353 is Ireland. In doubt, always call. Don't think twice. You're thinking about calling.
All calls are recorded for training and quality purposes. We may also collect personal information for use in line with our GDPR policy. Good morning, Areton. Nancy speaking.
Good morning. My name is Andreas. We provide free training on medical devices like CO2 lasers, YAG lasers for hair removal and tattoo removal. Who would the right person in the company be interested in training?
Unfortunately, we don't have an operation manager at the moment because usually he's the one that looks after this. But what I would advise you is to send an email to info@aurelia because all member of management is actually on that email.
Okay. Okay. Any person in particular?
No, like I said, all the members of the management will be on that on that email. So if they are interested, they'll pick it up.
Okay. Thank you.
Perfect. No problem
Thank you.
at all. Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Perfect. No problem at all. Thank you.
So,
Bye-bye.
direct approach didn't work. So, I'm going to try something else. But obviously, what do you call it? The other thing is, you cannot do it immediately, just on the same day, then you call again. You've got to let maybe a week pass. This is why I like doing it bang. You just look for it. You do the first shot. You take your notes. You know what you've got to do the next time. And then you go again, taking a different approach. And so on. You change the approach up until you get it. So that's the thing. It's no big deal. I'm gonna collect that just for the sake of it. Collecting it. And obviously, say that send an email and say we'll send an email. Are we not? We're gonna send an email. I like sending emails. So I like. By the way, that's the main. See whether there's any other contacts. Call. Yeah, not so like. Oh yes, look, our team facilities. Oh, good. Okay, team. So that's another thing that we can do. So that's the email. If we're gonna email, like email, yeah, email. Oh yeah, we'll email you, 100%. We'll email you. So like, and then if we've got some names on the website, we're just gonna, next time we're gonna ask for names on the website. Very simple, but I'm not gonna do it immediately because obviously she knows my name, so she's not my voice. So she's gotta forget it for a second. Tell our team, see what we've got. Yeah, that's it. There you have it. So ask. So basically, yeah, that's the strategy. She's not giving any freaking medicine consultant. That's it. For example, this gentleman could be this gentleman because it's aesthetics. 1970. Yeah, this guy. So here you have it. So we're going to ask directly for one of these guys next time, and off you go. So the strategy, and ask for one person in particular, and if not available, take personal email, or WhatsApp. Okay, very simple. So this is, and you try, the more you try, the more you learn about the organization, the more success you're going to get. Even in this impenetrable, apparently, organizations, you're going to get in there. So that's it. I finished my time allocated to that. So that's it. The other very important point is that you allocate only a certain amount of time during the day. And at the moment, we've got to allocate the first 2 hours of the day to this job. So the first 2 hours are on this job. Okay, this is the first 2 hours.